Hey guys, Psychic here, and welcome back to another episode of Levitated with me. I'm on the roof, and I don't know if there's angry. I don't think they're angry. I'm good. I'm back. We're doing things, and I figured out my pressure problem. Well, kinda. I'm not sure why. So what I ended up doing was... Oh, it's leaking air because it's full. What I ended up doing is, like, instead of having everything just hooked up together, I just split up these air compressors versus these ones, which I could probably take out the charcoal so I'm not wasting it. So I split it up, and this immediately, like, went all the way up to 5. Now, I do have the security upgrade, so it's not exploding. It's actually just below 5. It's 4.9. But I was able to get everything done that I needed, and these are up a little bit, not really. It's 1.6 bar right now, so it's not much higher than it usually is, but that means that I could also, like, split this up even further and just have, like, one air compressor per machine, which might help a little bit instead of having it all connected like this. There's gotta be a way to have it all connected, but I'm just not sure. I know, like, I can use the air compressor or the pressure chamber as a way to store air, like, pressurized air, but I have yet to figure that out. I'd have to watch a pretty extensive tutorial, and it's just, like, the tutorials I keep finding are like, this is how you build a pressure chamber, and then they build this exact one, and I'm like, okay, I got that far. but what's next? And then they're like, nope, that's it, and then the video ends, and I'm like, I can't do it. So I gotta find one that's more extensive rather than just like, how does the pressure chamber work? How to start? Like, cause like I have all of these machines, I've even made the assembly, so it's like, I get the more complicated stuff. It's the basics that I'm missing. Anyway, though, but I did finally get this up to where it's 4.9, so I was able to craft not only the industrial machine chassis, but also the soul machine chassis, because I went ahead and got it done. So we had all the parts, it was all pretty much the same except for the soul attuned dye blend, which was soul powder, nether quartz powder, organic brown dye, and organic black dye, and the soul powder is just solarium ingots that are ground down, and you make solarium ingots by putting soul sand and gold into a alloy smelter. So this should do 2 achievements right off the bat. Now, I also made turbine blades, but that's because for this other quest, if we go here, simple math. This is how to get a negative air pressure. You say it's simple, just do a subtraction. So it wants us to create a vacuum pump, which is what these turbine blades are for. I am entirely unsure if I actually need the vacuum pump. I know, like, you can craft things using it. Like, what you do is you change your pressure chamber into basically the opposite of a pressure chamber, and it takes all of the pressure out. But like I said, I'm not sure what I necessarily need it for quite yet. I definitely know I will need it. I just don't know for what, but it doesn't hurt to craft it. So it takes pressure tubes, pressure gauges. I can do all that. So 1, 2, was it just 2? Yeah. And then these take, yeah, so that's what the turbine blades are, just 1 gold and 2 redstone per. So I'm making turbine rotors. So let me grab that. I also need cobblestone slabs. If I have any extras, I'll use them, but I do not. Actually, I haven't checked my cobblestone maker in a while. I wonder what it's doing. Pressure tubes, pressure gauges. I need gold. 8. And then pressure gauge. 2 of those. And then these. Turbine rotors. And then vacuum pump. Yay, simple math. So now, like I said, I could use that for negative air. If I go look into the PNCR manual, it probably will tell me somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure where it is. I can never find anything in this book. Like, for the air compressor, I can't find it. I always have to go through things. That's a turbine rotor. Okay, that's not helpful. It has no uses on its own. That's great. Machines. Vacuum pump. There we go. Vacuum pump is a machine to create a vacuum. Yeah, that still doesn't tell me what I can craft with it. But you can make things with a vacuum. It's real. I'm just not doing it. But I made the item. So we'll leave it at that. But at least I have it now if I do have to create anything in the future. Because I have the pressure to do it. But what we can do is, since we have, I made 6 of each because that's how much dye blend it would make anyway. So I made 6 industrial machine chassis and 6 soul machine chassis. So we can go ahead and just start crafting. Let's just go. So what we can do is, like, for the soul machine chassis, these are kind of like extra on the side. It doesn't do much, but it wants us to make a experience obelisk and an inversion obelisk. So the aversion obelisk says the nether is too dangerous to set up a base in. The obelisk can prevent mobs from spawning. All you need to do is give it soul. And then the experience obelisk says that storing experience as liquid is fine, but storing it in this obelisk is way more efficient. Which it would be. Now, I have it where my inventory saves when I die, so it doesn't go away. So my experience doesn't go away either. So that would be more helpful for that. And I also don't want to live in the nether. So those will be things I will create just because for the quest, but I won't actively be using. So what we can do is just go ahead and make a more upgraded alloy smelter, because that would be helpful, because I think I have something in the alloy smelter right now, and it's taking so long. Everything's been taking so long because I have such basic machines. So it says future machines require a lot more alloys, so you better construct a faster alloy smelter, and I would love to do that. So let's go ahead and look at alloy smelter. And this one just wants the plain Ender IO. So it takes the industrial machine chassis as well as dark bimetal gears, cauldrons, furnaces, and dark steel ingots. And I have a ton of dark steel because I made them at some point, and no, I don't remember why, but I have it. I also have bimetal gears. I do not have a cauldron, so I will make that. I think 7. 7. Now, what I could do is, since I have an alloy smelter, is I could just make a simple powered furnace. That way I don't have to make these furnaces, and that way I'm not just wasting my simple alloy, so I might just go ahead and do that. It's not complicated whatsoever. I just need a bucket, which I should have an extra of. Yeah. Was it 3 furnaces? Still? No, 1. 7, 8. I just don't want to waste my alloy smelter, because it's like, I'd have to throw it away, and it's just like, I don't want to do that. The dark bimetal gears are not difficult either. And you just take your dark steel nuggets and your infinity bimetal gear, and just make that. And you could just put your extra nuggets wherever you want. And then I need stone gears, which is around a wooden gear, which is sticks. 8 sticks. Was it actual, like, smooth stuff? Yeah. I have plenty. Let's do this. And then stone. Okay. Simple machine chassis. I can make one of those. I have all the materials. Been making a lot of them, so I've been making sure I got all the materials. Simple. And then is it just stone? Stone and more iron. Okay. I don't know if it needs just the bricks in general. I should have some extra bricks. I do not. Let's make some bricks. And that would be it. Simple. And then what we can do is go ahead and go over and grab our current... Oh, it finished doing the redstone alloy. That's nice. Thank you. You could see everything. No. And then, boop. And alloy smelter. Yay, advanced alloying. So put that down. Now, it does require a capacitor. And I don't know how high of a capacitor I can make at the moment, because the best one would be the octatic, but that requires vibrant as well as double layer. Double layer requires energetic, and the basic just is basic. I might just do the basic for now just to get it over with, and then upgrade it later. Let's see, what do we even have? Because if we have everything... Oh, we might actually have everything. Well, it'll be 1, 2, and then some glowstone. I didn't end up needing this cauldron, but I still have it. That's fine. I could just put it up for later. Put it in there. Put the redstone alloy right here. Okay. So that's to make the automatic, and then the automatic needs 2 double layers, so that would be 4 energetic. I only have 2. How do I make the energetic? Oh, that's not difficult. I'll grab the 2, and then what? It was 2 gold, 2 redstone, and 2 glowstone? I grabbed 3. Yep. And then that also requires 2 coal powder. So I'll have to make coal powder. And then each of those require 2 basic faster, so I need 4 of these if I'm doing my math right. So 4 copper, 8 of these grains of avidity. I'm rearranging everything. And some gold nuggets, and I'll need, what, 16 of those? That's an amount. Okay. And let's go back over to our tech and get everything done. So we can also upgrade our sag mill, which would be great. We can get this smelted. Oh, I can't until I make... I gotta make the basic one. Let me make the basics. Just to use it. There we go. This is slowly making things. I'm already at 113 out of 900, so that's not too bad. I could kill the withers, but I'm not, because I'm lazy. But I've been making sure I got a ton. I actually went down there to look at the wither generator, and it had like 30 just sitting in there because I was actually full on power at the time, so I was like, oh, that's nice. I'm making power faster than I can use it, so I'll take it. It's almost done. Alright, I got my coal powder. I'll steal that back. Got that. And then 1 octadic. There we go. And that holds a crap ton of power and should also make this go faster, if I remember how that works correctly. So that's real nice. But that one wasn't... Why do I always do the ones that are orange? Because that means it's not the main quests. They're still good to do, but... I'll take it. Heat overload. An alloy smelter is able to, well, create alloys. I understood that much. But certain alloys like signalum and lumium require higher temperatures to melt down. You'll need an induction smelter for that. Okay. And I had a feeling I was going to need the induction smelter because I've been looking at the recipe to make... Let me see if I can find it real quick. Trying to find the fancy looking ingot. Where's signalum? It's a red. There's too many to go through. Excavation. I've been wanting to make the excavate modifier, and I have a lot of things. I have manulin, I have redstone alloy, I have blood, but what I'm missing is the lumium and signalum, which is what I was talking about. So each time I look at those recipes, I need the dust, which I can make the dust. This is copper, silver, and destabilized redstone, or whatever else you would wish it to be. But I needed an induction smelter, so we're gonna... Wow, I spelled that wrong. Induction smelter. And I think I'm just going to take this and move this over. I don't necessarily need it, and then we'll just put it right there. That seems good to me. So let's go ahead and go home. I probably didn't need to... I just made this. I wasted so much time making one. Well, now I just have it. It doesn't hurt to have it. I have another one. I waste my time all the time. Okay, so the induction smelter is made with copper gears, redstone reception coil. This isn't too bad. So I have redstone reception coil. It needs an Invar gear, which is made in the smelter. Now, do I just have Invar, or do I still have to make it? I think I have to make it. Yeah. How does one create Invar? Invar is made with nickel and iron. So 1 ingot per... Is a 4th or a 3rd? A 4th. I can't do math in my head today. No, I think it's a 3rd. Yeah, a 3rd of nickel to half of iron. No. I don't know this math. It looks like half, but it also doesn't look like half. Oh, there we go. It's 1 to 2. It's alright, so every 2 iron, 1 nickel gives me 3 Invar. Okay. And how many would I need? I just need enough to get 4. What? Nickel. So that should be enough. Let's go over to our smeltery. Now, the question is do I already have a gear pattern or do I have to make one? I have to make one. So let's go ahead and put that in there. So that'll craft. And let's go back home and I gotta make a gear pattern. So that means I just gotta quickly make a stone gear and then grab some gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wooden gear, stone gear, and I should just be able to pour gold on that and be ready to go. I also need 2 sand. I also need, I can make copper gears the same way, so that's just 4. So I need to grab 8 copper. This can all go over here. And then the machine frame is made with the industrial machine chassis, as well as 4 iron and 4 glass. Which that I can go ahead and craft right here. There we go. So now we're just waiting on the gears. So let's go back to our smelter and see if we can get ourselves a... This shouldn't mix. Yeah, it's 1 block of invar. I could just put it in here, but I need the gears, so I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? I got so focused on trying to get it out that I was like, I just could put it in a block. Smelt faster, please. It would be nice. Yes, it works. Okay, cool. So we can get our gear. Cast. And what? I said I only needed... Give it back. I only need 1 of those. And then I put the copper in here. This should not mix, so I'm not too worried about that. I could just also make 2 gears, because I'm sure it uses for other stuff too. Yeah, I could make a magmatic dynamo. Or not. That's also an option. Ooh, yay, my copper's already done. Let's put that in. There we go. This is going to take a second. It takes just 1 second. Let's go! Another one, please. 2, 1. Okay. And then I'll just put the ingot cast back in there when this gear is done, and we'll just get the invar ingots out. I don't want to let them sit in there. But it's also nice that we have that. Okay, cool. And I guess we could just go ahead and go over to the tech building. There's no reason to go home to craft. I have a crafting table right here. Yay! Heat overload. And that should just connect right away. Cool. And I know how these work. So from there, it is actually a quest to make the excavator, so that makes me happy. I've been wanting excavate for so long. Or, the other thing is reversing reality. So this is what's going to go into the main quest thing again. So it says, remember those elves? I'm assuming they're talking about the Britannia elves. They said they're willing to give you more information about the overworld if you have some kind of artifact that they're interested in. Clearly you have none, but this fake artifact that you forged with another star might just do the trick. Well, I'm sure I have plenty of things that they don't actually have, but maybe an overworld star might be helpful. Question is what the heck is an overworld star? Why do I know how to make this? Oh, okay. So I can make nether stars. I can probably make the graphite ingots. Well, actually, can I? How do I make... It's with the dust, first of all. How do I make the dust? The dust is only made through a compressor or an industrial squeezer, but the compressor might be better for me. Yeah, I should... yeah, I should be able to craft that. I didn't like that recipe. Basic is refined, which is an industrial blast furnace, or the arc furnace. How hard is the industrial blast furnace? This is a lot of recipes that I don't have. Well, we're at the end of this episode, so I'm going to have to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any tips, tricks, or anything like that, please put it down in the comments below. I always greatly appreciate it. I'll figure out what we're doing about this overworld star in the next episode, because that seems complicated. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!